everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show, and people often ask me for private consultations, or they want to talk about their health from their diet standpoint. And lately I've been giving more consultations than ever before. I've been helping people, but I haven't just been telling them what to do. I want them to get the understanding of what true health is. And people that are good teachers will help you a lot more than people that just do things for you. So I don't want to just write out a list of what to eat for people and they just do it like a robot. I want them to understand why the body needs good food and what good food truly is to the body. So when I do the consultation for people, one of the first questions I ask people usually, because they don't know much about health, even though some think they do, I ask them, do you know what a juicer is? And sometimes they'll get confused and mention a blender. I said, no, there's a difference between blending and juicing, and I'll explain the difference. But I say, so now you know what a juicer is. A juicer takes, you put the food in the juicer, and it takes the nutrients out of it that your body needs. And what's remaining is what your body doesn't use, and it has to get rid of that. So that's the role of a juicer. It takes the life-giving liquid of the food, getting the nutrients to your blood cells, and the fibrous part of whatever it is you're juicing sweeps through the colon and gets rid of everything else, and you get rid of that. That's the function of a juicer. And there are many different juices on the market today, but after people get the understanding of what a juicer is, and again, if you're watching this, I'll tell you again, a juicer, a good juicer, will take what your body needs and get rid of the rest. So now the question becomes, what is the best juicer in the world? Now, some people that are familiar with health and nutrition and maybe appliances might say a Norwalk juicer. Some people might say a Green Star. Some people might say Omega. My favorite juicer, and the favorite juicer I have found, is your own body. Because that's what it's designed to do when you eat a food. It's designed to take what it needs and get rid of what it doesn't need. So when people start understanding that concept, then I start asking them, I say, now, if you put a carrot or you put some lettuce in a juicer, what's going to happen? The carrot's going to go through there, or an apple's going to go through there. You're going to get a lot of liquid out of that and very little pulp left over that the body can't use. And there you go. So you have a perfect scenario. And that's the way it's supposed to work with your body. You eat an apple or a carrot, you chew it, you get that life-living nutrition through the liquid out of it, and there's a bunch of fiber left over that sweeps through your colon and sweeps out all the remaining waste you've eaten from previous things, and there you have the perfect juicer. Now I say, once they understand the concept of what a juicer is, I say, now, what happens if you put a piece of bread in a juicer? And if they don't know, go try it. Go put a piece of bread in a juicer. What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. The juicer is going to get clogged up and start smoking, and it's not going to work properly if you do that too often. Well, then the next question becomes, what happens if you stick a piece of chicken in a juicer, like a chicken leg or something in a juicer? Well, the same junk is going to happen. You do that too much, too often, eventually the juicer is going to break. Well, your body is not too much different. You know, people often compare the body to a car, and they say, oh, after a while it breaks down and you got to take care of it and all that. Well, no, your body's an amazing juicer, and you have to take care of it, and you have to put things in there that were designed to be in there for it to work properly and do its job. And that's what the body is. So I start off by explaining to people this so they understand the role of eating foods with the liquid in them, because that food with the liquid in it is the best foods for your body. Yes, there are some foods that are liquefied, like coffee or Jell-O and these things that really aren't good, but the foods that are really the best for the body have an excellent amount of liquid in them. The fruits and the vegetables, those are the best foods for the body. Now, in reverse, the foods that have very little liquid in them are not good for your body. The dehydrated foods, the cooked foods, these foods are not ideal. They don't go through the juicer very well. They don't go through your body very well. They make your body work harder to get less. And health is the opposite of that. Health is making your body work less to get more. So that's the key, conserving the life-giving energy that you have, so you don't have to sleep for a tremendous amount of hours and still always be tired and need coffee and other stimulants to stay awake. No, because you're not wasting all this energy on things that are not liquefied. So to start off with, when you eat something and you pick it up to eat it, think about, if I put this food through a juicer, what would happen? And that answer can answer your question of, is this food possibly healthy or unhealthy? And I say possibly because there are some exceptions, but for the most part, that's a great way to determine if something is going to digest well or not. Of course, there's other variables of what you eat it with, how you eat it, are you chewing it well, are you mixing it with your saliva, and so on. But it's a good first step for people to understand. And when I do a consultation with somebody, that's what I first ask them. And then when they get that concept down, I start to explain to them a bunch of other things about how the body works, why the food is so important because of the enzymes and because of the liquid, and of course the nutrients and the vitamins. And I explain to them what good food is, and I help them to understand what a good food is. So when they go to the supermarket or the health food store, they don't need a list from me. They know how to choose healthy food by themselves. And that's the point of this video, helping you understand that. So now when you go to the supermarket or when you go to the health food store, you're not confused and you don't need a list of what I got to get. Now, it's not a bad idea to get a list so you're not buying things you really don't need and emotionally spending, but really to understand what's healthy and what's not, you don't have to think about it as in terms of, what's popular or what they're trying to push on you. Think about it the way I just told you. What happens if I put this food through a juicer? And when you get that answer, I think your digestion will improve, your health will improve, and I'm just happy to help out. All right, folks? And by the way, the best way to eat that food, of course, is raw, ripe, fresh, and organic. Take that food that is so wonderful, let's say an apple, let's say a carrot. If you take a carrot and you steam it, or you fry it, or you microwave it, now put that carrot through a juicer. It's not going to do the same thing that a raw carrot would do. So it's not only the food, it's what you're doing with it. All right, if you have any comments or questions, post them below the video. Thanks for checking us out. I got a bunch of more videos on the site. Until then, everybody have a great day and a great raw life. Hello everybody, thank you for checking out my channel. If you want more videos, you can click subscribe here right now and you can be taken to my channel. If you want to check out my website, you can click here and you can go to my website. I want to thank you for checking us out. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great day and a great raw life.